Hey everybody, I am doing another one of these rare game videos sort of soon after I've done the last one because yes, yet again I've gotten a game that I've been sort of having my eye on for a little bit, and it's a larger title, meaning harder to find, more expensive, a key piece to the collection, I guess. But I'm pulled together another 5 games. I'll save the really good one for the end, but here's just some more titles that I hold near and dear to my heart in my collection, and also, if I had to replace, would probably cost a pretty penny now. So, here we go. First up is a title on the PS1 called Koudelka. It's a gothic horror RPG. That alone's sort of interesting. It's rated M. There wasn't a lot of PS1 RPGs that were rated M. You play as 3 different characters. Koudelka is the female character. It has really nice 3D pre-rendered backgrounds. I'm a big fan of those. I wish more games nowadays had pre-rendered backgrounds, but you know, they want to make sure you can go around and walk around and interact with like every item or at least every object in the game now. So I just like the sort of the style and the look to the pre-rendered backgrounds, and I wish it was more present, but you know, these days. But whatever. I got this game for around $5 a few years back. Actually, probably about 6 or 7 years back, and now it goes for the $30 to $40 range, give or take. Like it has 4 discs, and any time there's a game that had 4 discs, there's a good chance that one will be all scratched up and the other ones will be perfect. But this copy is in really good condition. It goes down maybe for like $20 if you get a really good deal on it, but it seems to be consistently around that $30, $35 range. So give it a try if you like horror games and RPGs and you want to have like sort of a weird mix. It actually worked, and it's a pretty cool game, so check out Koudelka. Up next is actually a Wii title. It didn't come out in America, and it's looking like it probably is never going to come out here. It is Pandora's Tower. This is the limited edition. This game was part of a petition called Operation Rainfall. It included also Xenoblade Chronicles and The Last Story, which are both Wii titles as well. They were trying to get all 3 games released in America. The other 2 did end up getting released here. This one did not. As of October 11th, Operation Rainfall's website said that they're pretty much giving up hope after 15 months of trying to get this game out here. You know, they're not going to really put any more effort into it. Kind of sad. I mean, if you import it, you have to have a PAL Wii to play it on anyway. So I mainly picked it up because I got the other 2. I sort of wanted this one just for the fact that it was sort of a part of that set. Granted, they have nothing to do with each other besides the fact that this petition wanted all 3 to come out here. I'll show you real quick what came in the limited edition. First, actually, I like how the box has a hang tab on it built into it. I thought that was kind of cool. It came with, obviously, the game. Different artwork on the cover there. You got a steel book case to put it in if you want. Nothing really on the back. And the art book. And I'll show you real quick. This character, the female... she has you can kind of see on her shoulder, it's a little fucked up. She's been plagued with a curse, and you have to go slay the monsters in these 13 towers to get rid of the curse. And it also came with another manual. There's a manual inside the game case, but this is sort of like the multi-language manual that covers how many different fucking languages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goddamn languages that you can read the instructions for this game in. But yeah, it's still can be purchased new. Granted, it's over the last few months it's dwindled in the availability to buy it, like on eBay and Amazon. There are still some new copies up there. After shipping and handling, you're going to end up paying like $80. That's sort of right around the price that it ends up being, give or take, you know, $5 or $10 here or there. But the shipping and handling seems to be on this, you know, about $20. So technically you're buying the game for about $60. So if you live over in Europe or you happen to have a PAL Wii, check out Pandora's Tower. These next 2 titles are probably known by most PS1 fans, RPG fans, or just like game collectors in general. They are the first and second Persona games. I'm not going to talk about them for very long. I just wanted to sort of mention that the price fluctuation on these over the last few years has been pretty crazy. I remember the first Persona at one time was like $70, $80 pretty frequently. Now it seems to bounce around more of like the $50 to $60 range, and then sometimes even dipping below that. I mean, I've seen copies in like the $30 to $40 range, sometimes missing a manual or whatever, but it still can then sell a week later for like $65. So it's an odd range that it jumps around in. The second one, on the other hand, used to be a lot lower than that. I remember when I first picked up the game and was sort of like keeping an eye on it and stuff, it was like $30 or $40, maybe a little bit more. Now it actually sometimes goes for higher than the first game. They actually did a re-release of this, if I remember correctly, was available only on Amazon a few years back. This is just the original release of it. But it's like $60, sometimes up into the $70 mark. They're really cool games if you like dark RPGs. I mean, the first one was rated actually kids to adults when that rating was still around. Then the second one was rated teen. Now they're like any like Shin Megami game is rated M. So they've gotten a little bit more mature, you know, as the years gone by. But there's still darker games dealing with demons and some darker story subjects. So check them out if you haven't already. But right now, like I said, they're sort of on the cheaper end of where they've been over the last few years, so now would probably be a good time to pick them up before they eventually maybe go back up in price. And finally, the last game. I have known about this game for many years, but I didn't know what type of game it was. I never just took the time to investigate and see what it was, and at that time I wasn't really searching for NES games. You can see I'm trying to grow my NES game collection a little bit more. I have more games than that. Some of them are in a box. They were like my games from when I was a kid, like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and stuff like that, so I don't really consider those a part of my collection. I just never got rid of them. But Joey had asked a question. I think he either asked if I owned the game or if I was interested in it or something, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, not really, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized it was a shoot-'em-up, a shmup. And I'm like, well, shit, how have I not gotten this game and not realized what type of game it was? So, without further ado, I picked up Zombie Nation. Not a cheap game by any means. It hovers around that like $150 to $200 mark, and it seems to be sort of slowly climbing up. People ask like $200, $300 for it or even more, like on Buy It Now, but they don't normally sell for that. They normally just go for around that 180 mark or so. Very cool to add it to the collection of NES games. Like I said, I'm trying to make that, you know, grow a little bit more. And I'm finding more and more titles that I just had passed up. I sort of got stuck in like that PS1, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, like the disc-based era of collecting for many years, and now I'm really going back and trying to find like the older cart games and stuff. So very glad to have it. It is a really fucking fun game. I've actually played it a little bit in between playing Resident Evil 6, and I would recommend if you want to, you know, drop the money on it, it's worth it. If not, you know, good luck finding one. You know, I've had some people mention that they found one for like, you know, $5 somewhere, and I'm like, that's fucking awesome, but the chances of me ever finding it, no, I won't find it. Joey will find it for $5 in like 2 weeks from now or some shit. But anyways, Zombie Nation, pretty fucking cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, I'm wearing a Silent Hill shirt, and it's actually from Halloween Horror Nights, you can see right down there. I went a couple nights ago. I did a video of it. Go check that out. It's kind of video game related, right? And I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. Talk to you guys later. Peace.